Hello everyone, I want to introduce you to Early Childhood Sensory Motor Development. This is OTS 515 and 715. Please note that this semester in the Spring B course for 2016 we have 4 CRN numbers. This is a combination of eCampus as well as EKU online students. You are a group of graduates and undergraduates. I'm Dr. Leslie Hardman, and I'm available via this office number, but primarily in online coursework we will contact each other through our email addresses. Please note that I'll have some online office hours posted, but generally I'm available to you most of the time because of email. If I don't contact you within 24 hours of an email, please resend that. I don't mind, and it's possible I could have missed it, so I'll get back with you promptly. Please note this is the standard catalog description for this course, and we have 2 required texts. Much of the quiz questions come from young child with special needs as well as the out-of-sync child. The out-of-sync child is usually available used and is generally under $15. The Hooper and Umansky Young Children with Special Needs book is coming down in price and often is available used. It is a book that's in a 3-ring binder, but you will find that it's an excellent text, especially for those of you who are teachers currently teaching and those who are going to go into early childhood specialties, because the information is quite current and easy to read. We will have a significant amount of required reading from the text as well as related articles and documents and websites. You're going to have course content that's connected to YouTube and other resources. So you'll have detailed information about those requirements weekly. As far as technology, we will not likely use a webcam, but that could be an option if you record your final project via webcam. You do need internet access, obviously, for an online course. You're going to need Adobe Reader, and one of the web tools that we'll be using is Sweet Home 3D. We'll also be using YouTube, and we may or may not use Screencast-O-Matic, which I'm using to record this content. What you'll find is this list of everyday objects that you will need to complete your lab activities. Our challenge is to transfer this course from our campus-based lab to your home, and I think you will find that you'll have some great lab experiences by gathering these common objects. Before each lab that you'll need to complete, there will be a repeat of the objects needed for the individual lab. So I'm not going to read these objectives to you. These are pretty standard objectives, but basically we're going to cover typical motor and sensory development, and then we're going to go into conditions and talk about atypical development. We're going to spend some time on challenging your understanding of delivery of care and your own personal and professional bias to open up opportunities for you to think about families and children in a different way. This will help you broaden your skill sets and your resources for practicing in early intervention settings. Our course format is obviously online, and most of your material will be done individually. We do have group discussion boards throughout the course, and these are key to applying your learning in each of the modules. The group discussion boards will not be opened until the week that they are due, so that everyone has had a chance to go over the content that's relative and relevant to those questions. Everything is an asynchronous format, and the final project will be an individual project, but you will have some group responsibilities such as reviewing your peers and their projects at the end before the course concludes. Note that all due dates and times are Eastern time, and all of my due dates are set in Blackboard accordingly. There'll be no exceptions for this. The evaluation methods are laid out, and we're using the standard 10-point grading scale. Your progress will be measured based on completion of assignments, and the rubrics are quite detailed and provided for you throughout the course. If you have any questions about any of these, please get with me. I'm happy to explain things. I always encourage students to use the rubrics to self-grade before turning in assignments. A special note here, please pay attention that according to our syllabus, all items must be completed to pass the course. So even if you do not submit an item on time and the score might result in a 0, you still cannot pass the course unless you turn that in. So just completing the assignment is very, very important. If you anticipate that anything's going to be late, if you have a special circumstance, please don't hesitate to contact me. I do keep up with your grades and get those entered in a timely way so that you know what's going on. The only thing that is a little bit difficult when you're looking at midterm grades is a lot of our assignments are weighted, or actually all the assignments are weighted, and so the major assignments that count for more that are turned in after midterm may affect how you perceive your grade at midterm, but we'll make sure and go over all that at the time. Any written assignments that you do, I expect you to cite using MLA or APA accordingly. I do check this. A lot of your assignments will do safe assignment submissions. I expect you to use professional graduate and upper level graduate writing. This is the information regarding undergraduate content and the assignments and the distribution of the weight for those assignments. You'll find the same thing here for your graduate assignments and credit. Attendance policy, obviously, if you participate even at your own time, but you get assignments in by due dates, that counts as online attendance. This is information regarding the 8-week term dates, when you can drop, add, etc. But always go online and check that because errors have been made in the past regarding the schedule. If you do not participate in the first week of class, I will do the automatic drop during that first week. So if you have an issue with participation during the first week, let me know. Please be aware that transcripts are available for content, and if you have any concerns regarding disability and support for that, then you need to contact the Eastern Kentucky University Disability Office. Academic integrity, of course, you're expected to perform with honesty and integrity in all of your assignments. Again, we use the official EKU email for all of our content, so I do expect you to check your email often. I generally will not reply if it's not an EKU email. There's a significant amount of preparation and reading in this course. I expect you to be courteous of your fellow students. The discussion boards that are group discussion boards open at the beginning of the week. The initial response is due by Thursday, and your peer responses are due by Sunday. If you do not get your initial response in by Thursday, you do lose those points because that content is difficult to complete if you're just doing it on Saturday or Sunday. So it's important that you check in with those discussion boards so that you apply information and share information with your peers, especially between Thursday and Sunday. I do open those discussion boards. I do participate. I often ask questions, and some of your points are based on answering my questions or peer questions. If you keep up with the discussion board, you'll find that you enjoy the class a little bit more, and that's 30 easy points you can get for each one. And that concludes our discussion of our syllabus. If you have any questions, please email me.